please note, it does contain graphic details. Let's get you an update from the Polokwane Regional Court, where the bail hearing of 3 men accused of murder has been postponed. Zachariah Olivier, Andrian and William Musora, who allegedly murdered 2 women and fed their remains to pigs, will return to court next month. Let's get you those details. Our reporter Zola Sholwana was in court for us. Zola, tell us what happened as those proceedings got underway today and why another postponement.
Well, Michelle, you'd understand that when court began today, there was a bit of delay with defense lawyers refusing to grant the media access to film proceedings, mentioning that their clients have been subjected to intimidation and harassment since the beginning of this case. And of course, the magistrate then continued granting the media access, or rather, allowing the media to film proceedings, as this matter is a matter of public interest. We do understand that the matter has been postponed to the 6th of November, and the reason for this is that there's been quite a number of things that the defense, including and the state, have not been agreeing about. We understand that the state submitted an appeal to the High Court after the court in Mankweng granted the defense permission to have access to a statement that was allegedly written by accused number 1, which is Zachariah in this case. You would understand that in the previous appearance they had mentioned that their client wrote that statement in absence of his legal representatives. Therefore, they fear that there might be certain things that he mentioned there that could possibly, lead to him actually binding himself to the alleged crime. Now, we are waiting for the High Court's ruling to decide if they will be able to grant the defense access to the statement. Hence, the matter today was then postponed to a later date. We also managed to speak to the affected families, particularly Makgato's family, just to find out how they've been surviving for the past 2 months. And what I can tell you, Michelle, something that's quite surprising is that they had mentioned that so many people came on board the day of their funeral, making promises on how they are going to make sure that they look after them so that they do not feel the void and the absence of their mother. But that has not really been the case. But to tell us more, let's bring in the spokesperson from, the chief of the area. But thank you very much for your time. I mean, when all of this started, so many people gained interest in assisting these families, particularly politicians. And when we spoke to Theo Makgato, he had mentioned that it's a bit sad in a sense that they have not been receiving the kind of help that they thought they'll be receiving, particularly from government. What have you seen when you've interacted with the families?
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Kutidi Khale. Yes, the day of the funeral we were there, and after the funeral we went to the old lady, the mother of the deceased. She showed us how much and how many promises did she get from officials of government. And we didn't saw those people, but what I heard, they were promising to do something for the family. But now it is said, because nobody ever went there, but what I believe, if Polokwane municipality did any promise to that, what I know, Polokwane municipality will go back and fulfill their promises, because I know the mayor himself will never ever leave it stone unturned. He will go back and do something for the family. I don't know about the other organs of the government, what did they promise to those, but I just heard they were there, the other municipalities were there to do something for them. But we are still waiting because they were attending the court. They saw the family, how she was the deceased one. She was the pillar. So, but now just because, even yourself, you saw the lady, the mother of the deceased, she's very old. So she's taking care of those kids.
So speaking about the mother of the deceased taking care of the kids, how are they surviving in terms of food? Because when we engaged with the son, he had mentioned that the only food parcels that they've been receiving or donations are coming from communities and families, not from the government or the Department of Social Development as we had anticipated.
As you know, our government, they go with a lot of processes to... You may find somebody who's supposed to sign, it didn't, but it is sad because the stomach is not waiting for somebody to sign a paper. When the child wake up in the morning, will be crying, saying, I want to eat. Where's my mother? You see, such things, those things will kill the old lady. So I wish the government or those who made promises may go back and really do something for the family.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That was one of the community leaders where these victims actually come from, essentially saying that promises were made in the beginning of all of this, but a few people have showed up for these families, and it has been community members, but not really government officials or organs of the state, as they have vowed in the beginning that they will ensure that these families do not feel the void or the absence of their mothers. As you understand that these two women were sole providers in their respective families. We were hoping to get a reaction from the families, but they were advised not to engage with the media, and we respected all of that. In terms of officials that were here today, we saw a few MECs that have come on board and just to support these families, to show them that throughout this journey they will be attending this court case, because usually when the noise dies down, then families find themselves feeling neglected. But they have assured them, including civil society organizations and community members, that they will be part of this until the end. Back to you in studio, Michelle.
So thanks very much indeed for that update from the Polokwane